Alright, thanks for watching this next video from Think Tank. Again, my name is Fred. If you watched my previous videos, you notice that I have gone through a couple different trials on different notebooks, and I finally found one that I really like, which is this 5-star grid notebook. Now, we're gonna go ahead and dive right into this. So, the last video I went over my April. I went over my spreads all the way through April, and then at April I abandoned that notebook for this one. So here's what I got going on so far in this notebook. Alright, so I started my index. I need to go back and update it because some things have changed since then. But I have my 2017 year at a glance. I've also done a 2018, 2019, and 2020. I got my future log here, which I need to update that as well, all the way through the end of 2017. And then I started my 2018 future log. Alright, so 2018. And then we dive over into our April. So if you can see that, one, I misspelled April. Thought about it after I traced the pencil with pen. Simple brain fart that day. I was under a lot of stress and doing overtime when I did this spread. But it was supposed to be a nice little cute little spread. I was going to color in the umbrella with a yellow color pencil, and the handle was going to be black, and then you got the raindrops symboling April showers. So then we get over to my April monthly. And then in April I used a lot of different colors because April is supposed to be the beginning of spring, so I wanted to try to represent that in color, since I don't do a whole lot of drawing. Then we get over here. Now with my habit tracker, I did do a nice little habit tracker, and I have to go back and update it. Today is April 24th, so I have to go back and update it for the rest of the month. But I like how I've kept up better over the last few months on tracking my habits. So hopefully May, when I do my review, we'll see that I have colored this in completely. All right. So spending habit, I did get started on that, but I didn't finish it. And then we have my weekly here. So in April, it was a little difficult getting started. But I've since adjusted, and I've learned how to go about filling all this white space in. I was a little disappointed. I'm like, okay, so I got this bigger notebook. Now I got all this white space. What am I to do with it? So then I get over here, and as you can see, I have a much longer to-do list. I did better on tracking my water that week. But then I still have all this white space on each of the different days. I'm like, okay, so what can I do to fill that in? And I do have an approach that I'm going to try in the month of May. Meanwhile, we're going to continue through April. So this was my spring break week. So this is the different approach I was talking about. So here I listed some of the individual tasks in the different days. That kind of shortens this to-do list on this side. And then also what I tried starting to do is using a key. So like for birthdays, my dad's birthday was that week, so I used a different color for that. Then I have my key up front where I talk about things for the two different channels I run, Eccentric Fitness and Think Tank. And I have corresponding blogs for both of those. I'm also an ambassador for Milwaukee Marathon, so I have color for that. My work and personal life, I'm working on a family reunion, then listing holidays and birthdays. So as I go forward, I'm going to try to stick with those colors. And then this was last week. Last week was very interesting for me. It was when I first launched this channel as well as my fitness channel. I will put the link to both the blog and the fitness and the YouTube for both Think Tank, which is where you're watching this video, as well as my fitness channel. So I was kind of, I won't say overwhelmed, but I was kind of so excited about these new adventures that I started that I kind of forgot about actually doing the work of bullet journaling. Yes, bullet journaling was obviously still on my mind since I'm doing a channel on bullet journaling, but I didn't actually do my bullet journal like I was supposed to. as the week progressed, I realized that I hadn't done it, and I kind of just threw my regular schedule on here and went forward. So this week, again, we still have the white space, but I'm learning to incorporate that. But I went ahead and I made a whole list of things that I want to accomplish this week, and this video is actually one of those things on this list. So I'm working on making the list while at the same time incorporating it into the week. So we'll see how I do on that in May. And then moving forward, I got started on my May spread or May collection. So I know this video is short, but that is my April review so far. I really do like the advantages of this notebook. It gives me so much more room to play with and to do what I want to do as far as my minimalist approach. And I say minimalist because I don't do a whole lot of drawing. I don't do the weather and some of those other things that people do. So I hope you like this video. If you like it, subscribe. If you have any questions or concerns, jot them below. I'd be glad to respond to you. Again, thank you for supporting this channel, and I look forward to doing another video for you very soon. Have a good night.